The reason why Mannequin has a special place in my heart is because it's actually based on real events. See, my uncle was a security guard at the Wanamaker building back in the 80s, right?
Oh yeah, the John Wanamaker.
Yeah. Okay. Long story short, he fucked a mannequin. But it was actually a really romantical story, and it inspired the film with Kim Cattrall. So he worked as the night watchman, and there was, like upstairs they have the panties department.
Panties, right? I'm into it.
Did you say panties?
Panties?
So there's like this one mannequin. She's just a torso. She don't got no arms or legs. As each night progressed, he started having more of a rapport with her. And, next thing I know, she's Aunt Eileen. She's showing up at Christmas.
So, wow, this is kind of crazy. So, yeah, props to him for being smart and picking a broad that doesn't have limbs to necessarily push away or fight back.
And she's definitely quiet.
Yeah, dude. So he was just making sexual Nintendos towards her, and then, like, he just bodied her, literally.
Yeah, he did end up in prison for a little bit, and there was like other things going on, and he is a registered sex offender. But I mean, Aunt Eileen, like, I'm always gonna look at her as my Aunt Eileen.
Yeah, yeah. You can't get in trouble for having sex with an imaginate object.
No,
I think it's called Devin's Law, very similar to Megan's Law, where he's just got to really announce himself anytime he walks into a department store. But anytime there's mannequins around, he's got to let these people know, I might fuck it.
I mean, fair enough, because why do mannequins always have hard nipples? And that is not addressed in the film, which if I were to go back and redirect it or do a remake with all the CGs, I would have, why does mannequins always have hard nipples?
You got that Kim Cattrall. She does do that flash, and that definitely made me pitch a tent when I was a young bull. But I would have showed some more nippy titties in that.
I would have shown James Spader's full penis and balls, because he's got a real cute butt, but I want him to turn around,
Oh, dude, James, he's so mean. And I get it. You got to be mean to keep him keen, as they say. And James Spader does it the best.
Yeah, I mean, like, Linder's right. Like, why aren't we not getting a full dong shot? He's just holding his jaw meat like it's a microphone, perhaps. Just like, we just need to, like, start to be less afraid and push things in those directions. But from the get slow, that movie, like, Kim Cattrall's supposed to be Egyptian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's an ancient Egyptian princess, which also is, a true story. If you go back and you read the pyramids, it's there, and she becomes reincarnated as a mannequin.
Yeah. I mean, they broke off the Sphinx's nose because you could tell it was like a white woman originally, and they wanted to hide that. Yeah. I think that's accurate for, historic reasons.
The one thing that was funny is, like, apparently, like, not only was she like some sort of Egyptian, like John, she was traveling all across like time and space, because she talks about Michelangelo. Okay. What?
Right. Yeah. She's like a muse. I think she like inspires people.
Yeah, well, I was amused by it because, it's that classic 80s cheesiness. It's that the guilty pressure, as they say, because you feel pressured to watch it and you're going to enjoy it.
And I've watched the movie on weed and not on weed, and both ways, it's enjoyable. And I can't say that for most movies.
Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever, with your uncle, fucking mannequins, have you ever looked at like the Rocky statue or William Penn on top of City Hall and thought like, yo, I would fuck that?
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that, because the William Penn statue, when you're on a certain angle looking up at it, it does look like he's holding his penis and balls in the same.
He's got a huge dong.
He definitely looks bricked up, for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
And I ain't gonna lie, I'm only human.
You know what else is real funny about the opening scene of that movie? If you remember, so Andy McCarty, his character keeps getting fired because he's too artistical at his jobs. Okay, so it's so stupid. He's getting fired for making a pizza, John, and he's just like slowly putting the peppers on it, like
Right.
like every single thing he does.
Oh, and then he's like Edward Scissorhands with the
Yeah,
bushes and shit.
yeah. It's like, dude, just do what they're fucking asking you to do.
Oh yeah, balloon animals. I think he makes like a big cock and balls, and the kids get it, weirded out by it. But and then he finds his true passion, which is window dressing.
Yeah, who knew? And the only person that really understands him is that gay guy, Hollywood.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, I'm okay with you fucking a mannequin. He's like, it's totally fun with me.
He doesn't even judge. He's just like, honey. Like, he's just like all about it. He's just happy. Like he's just happy to have another person in that warehouse, like just putting together stuff.
He's the only person in the sequel, right?
Believe me, stranger things have happened.
Yeah,
Mashak Taylor. That's the actor's name.
Mashak needed Mashek, so that's why he did that. But you know what? To each his bone. I just like not just like Estelle Getty, the woman, but the character in the Mannequin. She's like about to sell this business that's failing, and all it takes is some above average window designs for her to be like, you know what? I'm not selling this company. Let's keep it going. I believe in this fucking guy that fucks mannequins. How about it? And then there's that one character that's trying to fuck Andy McCarthy's girlfriend.
Right. Oh yeah.
He's just like, they're sneaking around the mall trying to get dirt on who the mannequin broad is, and he's just like always saying like some like stereotypical European type shit like Mamma Mia. You want to? He just says Mamma Mia a lot.
Come again.
So I like how they kind of like autobiographically they got someone that looked like your uncle to play the security guard. It's pretty much Captain Harris from the Police Academy movies.
Oh yeah, it's the same exact character. G.W. Bailey.
I think he's supposed to have PTSD.
I think you're right. Because there's like there's a time where James Spader's like, oh, it's in the war, but like this had to be like improv or something like that. Because he's like, I'm gonna keep an eye on these cocksuckers throughout the night. What's going on? I'm gonna write down everything I see. And James Spader's character's like, you right? And then like the security guard's like, he's like, no, I don't, but the dog does. That's literally in the movie.
And there is like another sequel. I don't know if you've seen the music video for Starships We Can Come Together. Do you know that? It was like the hit song from Mannequin.
And we can do these comes together.
Something's gonna stop us now.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, something's gonna stop us now because
you're gonna get splinters in your dick, probably.
Yeah, they don't talk about that in the movie.
No. A lot of questions remain unanswered. It's kind of like a Shyamalan sort of twist.
If maybe that's the Shyamalan twist is like at the end post-credit scene, he's like, Doctor, who's gonna get all this wood out of my dong?
And I like that their old-fashioned mall wins at the end, and the cocaine mall with all the mirrors, they don't win. I think that's a good message.
Illustra, yeah. Everything is like, it's like Miami Vice style. Everything's neon.
But in real life, as you know, John Wanamaker's does lose, and it's now a Macy's. So check it out.